Alright, recording. Get on the Twitch stream. We're on the Twitch stream, yay. Hello, Twitch stream.
Hello.
We should have more energy than this, but wait a minute. Why is this not working?
Is it not?
Stream. It's New Year's Eve, 2021. And if you have children, it is a nightmare. I don't know why our chat's not working. It's very strange. Maybe it's working now. There we go. Okay. We're just tired, man. You get to a certain age and you have little children, and New Year's Eve is just not what it once was.
Yeah.
That's a good night. No. Yeah, so we're just gonna hang out and play stuff, and
Okay.
I just, to be honest with you, stream, I just woke up. I took what was supposed to be a short nap, and it ended up being like a crazy long nap. Because I'm sleep deprived and stuff. So yay. We haven't streamed in a while, have we? It's
No, we
holiday
took a week off for the holidays.
Yeah, so for holiday, for thanks Halloweenmas. And yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
I'm glad it's over, but it's good. Yeah, so
Why are we tagging Metroid Dread at the bottom of the...
what?
It says at the very bottom of the capture stuff.
I don't know. Who gives a fuck?
Okay,
Anyway.
I'm just asking you, Jesus.
What?
I'm just asking you.
Do I want to change it right now?
No, that's fine.
Exactly.
Okay.
Right here, let's put New Year's Eve. Watch. Nintendo, Switch, New Year's Eve. We need a question for the chat too. Keep that alive.
Okay, jeez. I was about to, and you did it first.
What?
So, I was about to, and you did it first. So.
Do what?
Hit the thing to keep it alive. Anyway.
Okay.
I don't know. What do you want our question to be?
I don't know. What's your favorite New Year's Eve?
What do you mean?
What was your favorite New Year's Eve ever?
I don't know.
Do you know?
No, I mean, no, I don't know. Wasn't there a year that we went bar hopping? That was fun.
Oh yeah, before we had children.
Before we had kids, we did a bar crawl with our friend Veronica and her boyfriend at the time. That was fun.
Yeah.
That was in Hollywood.
Right.
We're too tired to do shit like that now, but that was really fun.
Yeah. I don't know. I never got terribly excited for the new year. Yay, new year. It's kind of like, okay, well, let's just drink and stuff.
Yeah, basically.
So. Yeah. Boy, this is the most low energy stream of all time.
I know.
What were you playing before? Who started?
I was getting my character ready in Animal Crossing.
Do I still do that?
No, it's ready. I thought you wanted to do Animal Crossing last.
Doesn't matter to me.
Could we do Mario Kart or Smash or something high energy to get our energy up?
Why don't you? Well, okay.
Or do you not want to play? Do you want me to play something?
You play something for a minute because I need to wake up and stuff.
Okay. Let's see.
Did not expect this to be this exhausted stream. I really did not. We just are, so
Yeah.
enjoy our being exhausted.
Yeah.
Well, we got candy and beer and stuff,
We do.
so to do that. What are you playing?
What do you think I'm playing?
Oh, the one thing you always play.
Yeah.
Actually, that's Dr. Mario, and
I do.
I don't get it.
I love Dr. Mario.
You want to trade spots here?
Sure. Hold on. I love that you asked me to do that right when I start playing. Wake up.
Hmm?
Wake up.
What?
I thought you were asleep. Alright. Oh, let's switch. Watch out for the boxes. Alright. Let's see how far we can get until I die, and then I'll play something else if he's still too tired. I just thought I'd start off with this, get myself in the groove.
What?
Playing games. I didn't get to play all day. Ow. You hit me with the remote.
What's your phone?
Oh, my phone. Whichever. Yeah, I got myself in the groove of playing games. I didn't get to play all day. I was working.
Horrible sound. I'm sorry.
It is. But delicious candy. Oh, why'd I do that? Jesus fuck. Ugh. There we go. Getting a lot of crap. Wake up.
Huh?
Wake up.
I am awake.
I know, I'm just kidding. It's just funny to me. I have a good question for the chat that's not related to New Year's Eve. What's your favorite Betty White role?
Oh, fucking shit.
I know. Like,
rest in peace,
Betty White. I know. That was such a bummer.
Damn it.
I was at work. I work from home. And one of the afternoon guys came online and went on our Slack, which is like instant messenger for business, basically. And he basically came on and goes, R.I.P. Betty White. And I was like, and I hadn't been checking Facebook or any of that. And I was just like, and I quickly scrolled through my feed and I didn't see anything. And I'm like, okay, this guy's kind of a joker, but I don't think he'd joke about that. And so I like quit all my apps and I went back into Facebook and it had like just broke on Facebook. And I'm like, oh, damn it. Like, because she was so close to being 100. Like, 17 days or something like that away from being 100. And there's, like, already, like, magazines that they're selling about her turning 100.
Yeah, you had that ready.
Yeah, they had it ready. And, it was such a bummer. I was just like, no. And we were all like, no. And, it was so sad.
So what was your question?
What's your favorite Betty White, like, vehicle or role or whatever? Like, your favorite thing, like...
Rose.
Yeah. And I didn't watch The Golden Girls. Like, I've seen clips of it on, like, Facebook Watch and on YouTube and stuff, and it's really funny. I liked her in Boston Legal. She played James Spader's secretary. She was really funny on that. Yeah. What else was she in? She was in a ton. I used to watch this terrible show on TV Line that she was awesome in called Hot in Cleveland. Yeah, it was about like it had like Wendy Malick and the woman from Frasier that played Daphne. It had her and Valerie Bertinelli, and like it was basically like all these like wonderful older Valerie Bertinelli.
Bertinelli.
What?
Valerie Bertinelli.
Yeah, her.
Yeah.
It had all these like wonderful aging comedians who were like super funny, and Betty White was part of that show, and so like the show was like whatever, but the four of them were funny, so I watched that. I liked her on that too. So
Golden Girls is funny as shit.
I like watching clips of it. I need to like, it's one of those shows that I want to revisit. It's just like, when do I have time to revisit a show that's that old, you know? Shit.
She played the brain dead one.
Yeah, I get that impression that character was not super smart.
Like she played one of those people that would just say the most obvious dumb thing
that comes into their heads.
Yeah,
that's funny.
She was like super sweet though. She was always like the setup for B. Arthur's snarkiness.
Yeah. Apparently B. Arthur didn't like her.
Yeah.
That's a bummer.
There's one clip where B. Arthur and Rupert Flanagan walk into the kitchen where Betty White is, and they have a pizza box, right? Mm-hmm. They're like, "Hello, Rose. We brought dinner home," and Rose goes, "What'd you get?" And then B. Arthur goes and goes, "A bucket of chicken."
That's funny.
Holding a pizza box. And there's one time where Betty White asks B. Arthur a question. She goes, "Can I ask a dumb question?" And B. Arthur goes, "Better than anyone I know." That show was funny.
Yeah.
Ahead of its time, too.
Yeah.
My grandma watched it.
Mm. I like the thing that just happened recently where there was this thing where she had been with Ryan Reynolds in a movie a little bit ago. The movie is okay, but
What was it?
it's called The Proposal.
Oh, the Sandal thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I guess Ryan Reynolds made it kind of made this comment that he has a crush on Betty White recently, and or at some point he made this comment that he had a crush on Betty White, and it recently came up again because he was interviewed about her turning 100, and he goes, "I don't need to explain my love for her." Some Ryan Reynolds comment was really funny.
Mm. What show was she on way back in the day? Was it Mary Tyler Moore?
She was on Mary Tyler Moore, yeah.
That's what it was, okay. She was the oldest of the Golden Girls, too.
Yeah.
Not by much. I mean, she was 2 years older than a few of them, but...
Mm-hmm.
She lived most of them by 10 years, so...
Yeah. B. Arthur was the last one to die. That's been 10 years already.
2009 something like that,
Oh
yeah.
wow.
Golden Girls was pretty great.
Yeah, I need
The
to.
spin-off, not so much.
I didn't know until recently that there was a spinoff, and then I saw it mentioned on in some article, and it was everybody except B. Arthur, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they were supposed to open a hotel together,
Yep.
or something. That's so dumb.
That's the other three of them.
Mm-hmm.
Because B. Arthur wanted to quit, and Dustin wanted to keep going.
Well, yeah.
So they ended that show with her getting married and leaving.
Mm-hmm.
And then they carried on with this premise of the other three of them.
Why would Rose and Blanche open a hotel with B. Arthur's mother?
I don't know.
They all hated each other, right? It was really B. Arthur's character that they were friends with. Because
no, they didn't all hate each other.
they always called the one character a slut and stuff.
They made fun of her.
Okay. I don't know. I clearly need to watch the show.
There's some good best of clips on YouTube.
Yeah, I've seen a few of those. I was watching while you were sleeping. I was watching some clips on Facebook Watch of Betty White bloopers from that Hot in Cleveland show, and I was watching a talk show appearance that she had a while ago with Jason Momoa on the old Conan show, where they were kind of flirting with each other. It was really funny.
Flirting is part of my heritage. What do you mean? Her mother was a slut too.
Yeah, and there was a montage of really good Golden Globes clips, and that one was in there.
She had one of the best digs at Rimmel McClanahan's characters ever too.
Mm-hmm.
Blanche says, "You know what I hate about parties?" And Rose goes, "Trying to find your underwear in the big pile."
That's funny.
Nothing was funnier though than Sophia.
Yeah.
It was B. Arthur's mom.
Mm-hmm.
You know who had their first acting job on an episode of Golden Girls?
Who?
Quentin Tarantino.
Really?
Yep.
Oh gosh.
There's an episode. It's hard to explain what happens, but there's an
Okay.
episode where there is a crowd full of Elvis impersonators,
All
and
right.
he's one of the Elvis impersonators in the background.
Okay.
And if you look at it now, you can tell it's him in the background.
Oh, so it's not like a speaking role or anything. He's
No, I don't think he has any lines.
It's like a background character.
Yeah.
But clearly Quentin Tarantino. That's funny.
A young Quentin Tarantino as an Elvis impersonator.
That's hilarious.
There's a part where they all have to go and, like, sing like Elvis, but but I don't think he has any lines. You know?
Right.
And very young Don Cheadle was a regular on the spinoff. The one for the one season.
The hotel
Yeah.
thing? Oh, that's funny.
Like very young him with a mustache. It's weird.
Don Cheadle had a mustache?
Mm-hmm.
I can't even picture that.
What's that phone?
I guess I see, like, I know Don Cheadle has been in other things, and I really like a lot of the other things that Don Cheadle has been in. I basically exclusively see him as Rhodey now.
And he's the second roadie.
I know.
When you finish this level, don't go right to the next level yet.
Okay.
I'm gonna show you this picture. Here's him and frickin' Betty White. Wow. Terrence Howard just kicks himself all the time for screwing that up.
No, he screws a lot up, it seems. Like, he would have that Empire show a while, and apparently... Well, I mean, I don't think the end of Empire was exclusively his fault, but... Like, he also was kind of apparently not so nice on that one, too.
He's apparently a nightmare to work with.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. I think part of the problem with Empire was also, like, what happened with Jesse Smollett.
Oh, yeah.
I know.
Let's fake a hate crime in this day and age.
Yeah, seriously.
Okay.
Alright. Oh, I didn't mean to
Pause
do that.
it.
I'm going to. Oh, wow. He looks better without the mustache.
Mhm.
For sure. See? Wait. No. Yes. Yeah, you can't see it. Where's the camera? Up here. Yeah, see? No.
Look at old lady trying to use a webcam.
Shut up. It was like backwards.
Did you take a picture?
Hold on. I'm going to put the question in the chat. What is your... No. Your... Crap.
It's Golden Girls.
Favorite Betty White role. Boom. There we go. Well, mine was the Boston Legal thing. Because I just haven't watched enough Golden Girls. I do enjoy the clips when I see them on YouTube and stuff.
I watched a bunch of Mary Tyler Moore back in, like in Night Days in the 90s.
Yeah.
I don't know. I know she was on it. But
She was on it later on, I think.
Oh.
Like, I didn't watch a ton of Mary Tyler Moore either, but
She was awesome.
that's what I've heard. And she joined it like midway through, I think.
Mr. Grant. Ed Asner.
Yeah. Aw, R.I.P. He's another good one.
God, he was old at the time.
I feel like, and I know there was a period where Betty White was not old. Like, I've seen photos of her. She was a very attractive woman.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, I feel like like, when I remember her and things, she's another one of those ones. Like, always old.
Maggie Smith.
Yeah, Maggie Smith, too.
Maggie Smith.
Michael Caine. Like, and I've seen some of, like, the older Michael Caine. Like, the Michael Caine where he's a little bit younger, but, like, he's another one where it's like...
Well, and the thing with Maggie Smith is that she played an old character in a movie in our youth.
That's true, too.
And She was like maybe 50-something at the time, I think.
Which movie is this?
Hook.
Oh, yeah.
Elderly Wendy.
Yeah, and she wasn't that old during that either.
No, but she's sort of grown into what she was in that film.
That's
role.
true. Kind of like the dude from The Exorcist, Max von Sydow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who did look young at the time, but they
aged him up. Yeah, you've told me that.
They made him look what he looked like at the end.
So I watched The Exorcist fairly recently. Like, I didn't watch a ton of... I've talked about in the stream before about how I was sheltered growing up, and I didn't watch a ton of horror movies because of that. And
I saw it at 9.
Yeah. Trevor showed it to me fairly recently, and I was like, Max von Sydow looks exactly the same. And Trevor's like, well, that's because they aged him up for this.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
He's actually
oh.
ginger. Believe it or not.
I've heard that. I listened to Julie Andrews' part 2 of her autobiography.
What they do together?
Something called Africa, I think, where they played missionaries.
Okay.
And he was really young in that, and had red hair. I looked at pictures of it. And she talked about working with him on that.
When he passed away, Linda Blair made a very nice tweet about it.
Aww.
Said that she had the front row seat for his best performance. In the bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched The Exorcist for the first time when I was 9 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And I should not have done that.
No. No, I'm also not letting our son watch that movie when he's 9.
Here's how, I don't know if I told this story before, I probably have, but
Yeah.
it was Halloween, and I was 9 years old, and I was trick-or-treating with friends, and we were going to go stay the night at a friend's house that night. And I don't think his parents were home. I don't remember how that worked out. But, we went to his house, and he had this really, like, big, like, old, echoey house.
Oh, scary.
Yeah, and we're in the dark, watching The Exorcist on a big screen TV.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I'd have nightmares for days.
The house,
you guys were 9?
the house would creak on its own. Like,
oh,
that's how this place
no
was.
bueno.
And we're watching The Exorcist. And the
Oh.
only reason we watched it is because we wanted to watch a scary movie.
Yeah.
Like, what we meant was like Jason or something, you know?
Right.
And his parents were one of those parents that had like every VHS movie, you know? They
Yeah.
had like a whole room of them. VHS
Right.
films.
Yeah.
So we found this videotape that said, the scariest movie ever made. It's on the front of the Exorcist cover. So that's what we're going to watch then. Yay!
Yay!
I think it would be fun scary, you know?
No.
No.
No. That was not a fun movie.
We were silent the whole time.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
that's funny.
Yeah.
Did you guys have nightmares for like days and days?
Oh, yeah. I had nightmares for weeks about like a possessed Linda Blair running down that hallway towards my room in that house.
Oh.
Yeah. I see her like Charlotte's like running at me like, you know.
And you're like, ah!
Mm-hmm.
And your mom was like, what is wrong with you?
Because my mom at the time, this scarred me for life, honestly.
Okay.
She for a while she made me sleep with the door open.
Why?
So I stare down that dark hallway all night long.
Why?
I don't know.
Like, I could understand if you wanted the door open, like if you were scared or something.
No, it just made me do it.
That's so weird. Why?
I had to stare down. I had so many nightmares about this, things running down that hallway at me. Seriously, like Linda Blair, like
Oh, jeez.
possessed Linda Blair, and like
Yeah.
Pinhead, and
Oh, man.
the alien a bunch of times.
Oh, gosh.
Mm-hmm.
Traumatic.
Fun times.
Yeah. And your mom's like, why are you dreaming about stuff? I didn't take you to see those movies.
Watched them at friends' houses and stuff.
Yeah. Like you do. If you're a bad boy.
And seeing that at that young an age and aliens in the theater was probably the most terrifying experience.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Movies. Was Betty White never in a horror movie?
Oh, I don't know.
Probably not.
I could see her doing like some sort of horror comedy thing. I don't know that she's been in an actual like horror movie.
She's in for a pretty funny Super Bowl commercial.
Which one was that?
It was a Snickers commercial, I think. She's like a football player.
Oh, that's funny.
And they're like, you play like an old lady. Like, why? Like, because you're hungry. Here, have a Snickers. Right? It's like, I don't know how they did it, but it looks like her like getting like legitimately tackled in the mud.
Yeah. Probably like CGI'd her face on somebody or something. Jeez, give me any other fucking color.
Totally off topic stream.
Mm-hmm.
But we saw Spider-Man Homecoming.
Oh.
No, Spider-Man.
No Way Home.
No Way Home. It's real good.
It was really good.
No spoilers.
No spoilers on the stream, but yeah, you should go see it.
Mufasa dies.
Oh my god, no. Why did you do that?
I hate to break it.
Spider-Man's in it. What?
You know who is in it though? Surprisingly,
Who?
The actor who played him in the '70s TV show, who's also in Sound of Music. That guy.
What? I have no idea what you're talking about.
There's a Spider-Man TV show in the '70s.
Okay.
It's very short-lived because it sucked.
Oh.
It's a live-action series.
Okay.
But it starred one of the kids from Sound of Music as Peter Parker.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't remember the guy's name, but
Yeah, clearly not. It was clearly like amazing cinema, worth remembering.
the one thing that was weird, not about the movie, but our movie experience. The first trailer they showed was a trailer for the first Sonic the Hedgehog movie, not the new one.
Yeah, that was bizarre.
They showed they showed a 2-year-old trailer for the old movie
For the first Sonic movie.
And it's like, what are they doing?
I know, that was so bizarre. I was like, okay, so maybe they're showing like this, and it will like part of this, and it will lead into the Sonic 2 trailer, and that's not what happened. They showed the whole
First
trailer for Sonic. And the only reason that we knew that it was like the old one was that was the last movie we saw before things shut down.
Well, like, because it's an old movie. But
well, like some people that don't go to the movies as much as we used to probably wouldn't know.
Yes.
Like I doubt your dad or your stepdad knew.
Yeah. The only thing that makes sense to me is that maybe they meant to show the sequel one.
Yeah.
I know this for a fact. The way the projectors work in cinemas now, they have to program them in the computer to show new trailers and all that.
Okay.
So maybe they had the first one just laying around and accidentally
put the first one in
instead of the second one.
Yeah, like because I was also thinking, well, maybe it was part of a trailer package, but that wouldn't make sense either to have like this random old movie that was out 2 years ago as part of like this trailer package for Spider-Man.
Yeah, it was weird.
It was really weird.
It had to have been a mistake or something.
Yeah. Like, they knew they were supposed to put Sonic in, and somebody put the wrong Sonic in.
Well, I thought maybe they're re-releasing it or something? Somehow?
I think that's what the people behind us thought, because people were like, oh, that movie didn't really get to be out much, because it was in, like, during the pandemic. I'm like, oh, I guess. But then it had, like, the old release date on it, too.
Yeah.
Because we saw it, and I know that because it was, like I said, right before things shut down, and we went to a theater near my work because they had like the character and costume there, so that our kid could meet Sonic. It was like the last thing that we did before things shut down.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like we remember it really well.
Someone at my work told me a funny story about the Ghostbusters movie.
The new like Afterlife one?
Well, okay, it was around the time the Afterlife came out.
Okay.
They went to a screening here in town of the original film.
The 1984.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and I can't remember where it was. One of the theaters here in town.
Mm-hmm.
They were showing the original in celebration of Afterlife coming out.
Yeah, I got it.
And it might have been New Beverly. I'm not sure.
Oh, that would be cool.
But there's apparently this old couple in the theater.
Okay.
Like this old man and lady there to watch the movie.
Okay.
And they started talking.
Oh no.
Like we are now, like having an out loud conversation during the movie.
No.
And they were clearly very confused. Like the movie's like it's like 10 minutes in.
Yeah.
And they're just like they start having this conversation like they're just very confused. And apparently the wife just says, "Go ask somebody."
Okay.
And they don't know what. And my coworker who's in the theater overhearing this doesn't know what that means exactly. The old man leaves to go talk to someone, and then he's gone for a few minutes, but then he comes back and talks to the wife. And he goes like, "I guess this is the old one."
They thought it was the new Ghostbusters?
They had gone to like the New Beverly or something similar like that here in town, thinking that they were seeing the new Ghostbusters movie.
They went to an art house cinema.
Yeah.
Thinking that it had a first run movie.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Whoa, what did you just do?
I hit a button, sorry. My bad.
It's alright. Alright. There we go.
Yeah. And then they both left.
That's bizarre. I hope they gave them their money back. Just watch the original one. Like, it's good.
Oh, it is. But it's like, what? Like, how do you make that mistake? I don't understand.
Like, you're old and you don't understand movie.
Like, they just happen to live down by the New Beverly.
And they saw, like, oh, they're showing Ghostbusters. We should go see it. I guess that could have happened. I mean, that is a nice-ish area of town. I could see, like, some of the older people that live there getting confused by that. Like, kind of an older, somewhat affluent area now.
Very, there's a synagogue near there, right?
Yeah, it's a very Hasidic Jewish neighborhood. And, like, also, like, you know, kind of kind of affluent now. Like, I'm sure it didn't use, like, it used, but it's now, like, a pretty nice part of town.
Who was that comedian who went to see something there and you told the story on a podcast after the fact?
Remind me what the story is.
Some famous comedian like went with his wife or girlfriend to see something there at the New Beverly, and he had been wanting to play Skyrim, the game.
Right. I don't know who it is, but I know what story you're talking about.
Like, so he went to get popcorn or use the bathroom or whatever, and then decided that he had enough time to go across the street to the GameStop and get a copy of Skyrim. And he did, and so he came back and get a copy of Skyrim in his hands. My
favorite part of that story was the clerk, as he goes to buy it, and the clerk goes, "Have you said goodbye to your friends and family yet?" Yeah. I'm like, that's a fantastic joke.
They keep putting that on sale for Switch.
Skyrim?
Yeah.
I have it for freaking Xbox. I've never played it.
360.
I know, right?
Xbox 360.
I know. I have a lot for my Xbox 360 that I haven't played.
That's 2 generations behind.
I know. We just haven't had it hooked up in a while.
It's 2 generations behind.
Why would we not hook it up if we have the ports to hook it up, and it's still a perfectly functional machine that has perfectly functional games on it?
When's the last time you turned it on?
We don't have the space to hook it up. Which is what I just said. If we did, I would turn it on more frequently. Well, you have the Nintendo Switch at work, so like I could play that if we had the USB ports available, and we could hook up my
ports?
Not the USB. What ports? HDMI. There we go. Fuck you. You're getting me all flustered. The HDMI ports available to see. Look what you made me do.
Look what you made me do.
If we had the HDMI ports available to hook up the 360, I would play that while you were at work with your Switch and introduce Kirby to the wonderful world of Lego games.
Okay.
You're just rude.
I didn't say anything.
You didn't have to.
Yeah, I won't say anything else about it, but Spider-Man's real good.
It was.
Tom Holland is the only Spider-Man with a perfect trilogy. In my opinion.
I think so too. I mean, that's not like so hard a feat, because Spider-Man 3 starring Tobey Maguire and all the Andrew Garfield movies are just trash.
The first one's okay.
Yeah.
The first one, it's alright. But the second one's just a mess. I was wondering what happened with that second movie, actually.
The second Andrew Garfield one?
Yeah, because the whole Mary Jane thing, Shailene Woodley thing.
Oh, yeah, like she was supposed to show up in it.
Yeah, they cast her as Mary Jane, and they filmed with her.
Yeah.
For a little while, and then...
Did they decide that she was too young looking or something like that?
No, it was so they fired her. So, okay.
Okay.
They claim that she just got cut out of the movie.
Right.
She claims that they fired her during when she was on set.
Really?
And they just said okay, you're fired.
Huh.
And she's like, wait, what? Why? Like, what happened? And they basically just fired her, and that was it.
Yeah.
But
that's weird.
But they just said, they came out and said, no, PR move. We're just rewriting the story. Like, yeah, it was apparently seedier than that. So.
Oh, weird. So no one really knows what happened with it.
Apparently not. So.
Oh, we didn't fire her.
It wouldn't have helped that movie at all.
No.
It's a disaster from start to finish. But,
yeah.
So. I'd say it's worse than Spider-Man 3. That's just my opinion.
Probably not just your opinion.
That's not saying anything good about Spider-Man 3. It's, you know.
Yeah. And I know that's hard for you as a Sam Raimi fanboy to...
It's not his worst movie.
What's his worst movie?
His worst movie will never be topped or bottomed.
Okay, what is it?
He'll never make a worse movie. He'll never make a worse movie than Crime Wave.
I don't know what Crime Wave is.
It was the second movie he ever made. It was right after the first Evil Dead.
Okay.
He tried to, still being a young filmmaker, obviously.
Okay.
Having a little bit of success.
Yeah.
He tried to make a crime caper comedy.
Okay.
Starring Bruce Campbell.
Oh jeez. Okay.
It's just garbage. Like, it's just not good at all. And it really ruined careers. Like, it was that bad.
Like, not his career, obviously.
Well, the producers said, "Listen, if you want to recover from this failure and save your young film career, make a sequel to Evil Dead," which they were not planning to do initially. So they to save their careers, they made Evil Dead 2. Yeah,
I like Evil Dead 2.
It's Crime Wave is just utter trash.
Okay.
So
would he admit that? Like, if you ever met him?
yeah. Oh yeah, he has.
Okay.
In podcasts and such, yeah.
Like, he's like, is it one of those, like, I don't know what I was thinking, or it was young and stupid things, or?
Yeah, basically.
Oh, okay. Cool.
But she also says about Spider-Man 3, but
Well, I feel like I remember you telling me that there was stuff that happened with Spider-Man 3 that, like, because he basically had, like, a fourth movie planned, and they basically forced him to combine.
Yes, there's studio interference and such.
Yeah, they forced him to combine
2 movies.
Yeah.
That's what happened. Yeah, Spider-Man 3 was initially supposed to just be Sandman.
Yeah.
And then it was going to lead into Black Suit Venom. In 4, and then the studio I believe was like, put these together. Blah. And that's part of the problem. It's just the mishmash that it is.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, if they, I say for Spider-Man 3, if they just taken Sandman out.
But it was the movie. That movie was mostly about Sandman.
Yeah, but this felt shoehorned into me.
Oh, just because you wanted a Venom movie.
Well, and also they have to deal with the whole evil Harry Osborn thing.
Yeah, they barely did Green Goblin 2, which I wish that they hadn't been just tacked on like that. I wish it had been more of an actual plot.
I hate his costume.
Harry's costume?
Yeah,
I don't remember it.
He doesn't even have a goblin costume. He has like a weird ski mask thing and a flying snowboard machine thing. It just looks dumb. It's like, why would you not do a hobgoblin?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
This is not a spoiler for the new movie. I mean, if you've seen trailers, you've seen this for Far From Home or No Way Home.
No Way Home.
There's a lot of returning or some returning characters.
Mm-hmm.
And they do kind of allude to him, and but there was a brief moment where I thought, are they gonna bring back James Franco?
They would have kept that really under wraps had they done it. But also, Franco's had some.
Yeah, that's why. Because he recently admitted all his
indiscretions.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So.
Yeah, I don't think that they would have put him in.
No, I don't think they would have either. I was like, I wonder if he's gonna show up, and he doesn't. But
yeah, spoilers.
I mean, it doesn't matter. That doesn't matter.
Okay, if you say so.
Clearly. I always thought he was kind of gross, frankly.
Yeah. I never like got the like, oh my god, he's so sexy, and I never was really into
The only
that.
time I thought he was ever really good in something as an actor was that what's that? Wait, what's that movie with
Under 27 Hours.
Is that the one with the guy? They wrote out a story about the guy with his
With
arm
like
broken off?
cuts his arm off. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He was good in that. I like Pineapple Express too. It's really
I've
funny.
never seen that.
It's really stupid, but it's really funny.
You know, I saw part of it the other day that I kind of want to rewatch. Sadly, Super bad.
I never saw Superbad.
It's super raunchy,
Yeah,
but it also has heart in a weird way. If that makes sense.
that makes sense.
It's, yeah. It's just Jonah Hill and Michael Cera as high school friends, and
Yeah.
their names are Seth and Evan.
Oh, so it's based on.
They wrote it. Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg wrote it.
Is it based on them in high school?
Sort of, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Some people still say that it's Michael Cera's best role. No, sorry.
I like him as Scott Pilgrim.
Exactly. Tons of people say that Hot Fuzz is Edgar Wright's best movie, but I don't think so either.
Oh, I don't think Hot Fuzz is even the best of the Coronado trilogy. Or Cornetto.
Yeah.
That's what I meant. You know what I meant.
Shaun of the Dead.
Shaun of the Dead, yeah, same.
I Scott Pilgrim better, but I'm biased. So.
Yeah. No, I like Shaun of the Dead just a teeny bit better than I like Scott Pilgrim. But I love Scott Pilgrim. You know I love Scott Pilgrim.
Divorce.
Oh, fuck you.
Cause for disillusion in
Yeah.
marriage. Disrespecting Scott Pilgrim.
Yeah.
Play that tonight too.
We could, yeah.
It's already 11. Holy shit.
I know.
Oh, just play Dr. Mario.
Well, you were tired, and I was gonna play till I died, and that surprisingly hasn't happened yet. I've been playing like shit.
I'm still fucking tired. I'm not sure anybody's gonna show up for Jackbox or anything.
That's fine. We can play like Mario Kart and fucking Smash, just us,
Dun, 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 dun.
and then do frickin' Animal Crossing.
Dun, 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 dun. Should do Animal Crossing for the last 20 minutes because
Yeah.
you have to get ready for get your supplies ready for the celebration.
Oh, I already have like a bunch of poppers and shit.
Did you talk to Isabel and
Yeah, I talked to Isabel and
Oh,
Nook.
yeah.
I got my hat. I got my poppers. I got the I got my champagne out of storage.
in the stream when you're a parent this time of year? You're just tired all the time.
Mm-hmm.
At least I am. I don't know.
I'm tired.
Bum, 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 bum. It was an awesome Christmas though.
Yeah.
I got a new drone.
Yeah, his dad got him a drone. Because he's spoiled.
Oh wait, you're on the chat page, not the recording page. Are we still recording?
I think so.
Let's make sure.
Right here?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
There we go. Okay, good. So I still can't fly it much yet.
It's been rainy.
That's not the only problem. Though I still haven't registered it yet.
Oh, yeah, you should do that before you fly it.
Kind of a process. I might find time to do it tomorrow, and I'm not tired. Hopefully.
Yeah,
We'll
see.
You have to do a whole test now.
Oh, like take your drone driver test?
It's it's this new like online test where you have to sit through a little online course and then answer a bunch of questions.
Interesting
I
that
tried-
they make you do that for drones and like not firearms.
I don't know if
I know I'm making a political point that I probably shouldn't be.
Okay.
I'm making a political point that I probably shouldn't be making on our stream.
Oh, fuck that. So. I had someone legitimately tell me that I couldn't be a good parent, so I was armed at all times.
Yeah, that let's not let's not
What?
let's not go there with the politics like we always do. I feel like we always make the stream super political, and I don't know.
No, we don't.
I don't know, maybe.
I just said that happened to me once.
Yeah, that did happen to him once. That was those people were. Oh, I'm about to die.
No, there was this guy I used to, whatever your politics are about guns. I used to work with this guy. I will not say his name, but he was this. He was an IT guy, right?
Yeah.
He was this nebbish little nerd. He was this scrawny little balding white guy. Just like the classic dorky dad type. Seriously.
Yeah.
But he talked about his love of guns like he was such a fucking badass. Like, in his mind, he thought he was Snake Plissken. Seriously.
Seriously, though.
Like, he thought he was Kurt Russell, young Kurt Russell with like the eye patch. Like, I'm gonna stop the government.
Yeah, right.
Like, no, dude, you're Mr. Bean with an assault rifle. That's you.
Seriously.
Like, he was this dude who he got fired too.
Thank God.
He was a good IT guy. That's a sad thing.
Yeah.
But his desk, he was in a shared office.
Right.
His shared desk space was covered in like gun magazines, not like reading magazines, not like magazines like ammo. Like
Oh, can you imagine?
Yeah.
So much worse.
But he had all these like published paper magazines about like rifles and hunting knives and things like that. It's like,
dude,
that scares people, dude.
Yeah, don't bring that shit to work. No, whatever your like beliefs are about stuff like that, don't bring that shit to work.
It was frightening to see, and but yeah, he had some like complex about like probably growing up nerdy.
Yeah.
And like he like talked about like getting revenge on his enemies and things like that.
Whoa.
Yeah, no kidding. And
weird.
But he also talked about how much he loved anime and all that. Like it was a weird dude. But yeah, he told me that I couldn't be a good parent if I wasn't armed at all times.
That's so bizarre.
And he could not take a joke either. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's like, that kind of shit scares the frick out of me.
Like there was one time where I said something to him that pissed him off that we all thought was funny.
What'd you say?
So
you pissed off the guy with a gun?
No. My boss at the time.
Okay.
Pulled this prank on him. The IT guy.
Yeah.
The IT guy on his computer monitor.
Right.
He had like a row of Post-it notes at the bottom. For, like info for work or whatever.
Yeah. So
as a joke, my boss at the time took all of his Post-it notes and turned them upside down.
Right.
On the monitor.
Okay.
So he'd look down and go like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Somehow the IT guy found out that my boss did it.
Right.
Came into our office. I said, "Did you do this to my computer?" And he goes, "Yeah, I was just joking around."
Yeah.
And he was like, "Be careful. You've never seen my arrest record."
You say that to your boss?
Yeah. No, he said that to. He said that in front of me to my boss. He was like, "You've never seen my arrest record," and I went, "For what? Pirating anime?" And he stormed out because everyone was laughing.
That's not a comment you make to your boss. Can I have some peanut butter M&Ms, please? Thank you.
I had a bunch of. There's some more.
That's all right. I don't want that many. But we had a somewhat similar thing that like after there was some. I think it was after the one of a workplace shooting a few years ago. We had some guy come into my office to talk about like safety in the office and like what to do if you're in an active shooter situation. one of our offices, like, we have an office in LA and we have an office in Dallas. And one of the guys in Dallas who was listening to this call on the Zoom goes, if I have a concealed carry, can I bring my gun to work for protection? And...
From what?
Oh, no, what it was is there was an incident at that Dallas facility where some, like, boyfriend followed his ex to work and had a gun in the parking lot. And that's why we were doing all this stuff. And so, not my work, but this other office. And so this guy's like, well, can I bring my concealed carry to work? And all of us LA liberals were like, no.
Yeah.
No, you can't. Like, we're not even in the office, your office, and we're scared of you to do that. So no. And yeah. And he, like, fought with, like, the dude about it. Like, oh, well, I think I've done all these courses. And it's like, dude, the answer's no. No. You can't bring your gun to work. Holy fuck.
There was another guy I worked with who was a gun nut.
Mm-hmm.
He was just a redneck
Yeah.
moron. He drove a pickup truck with the American flag as a paint job on it. The giant F-350 truck was an American flag colored truck.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Ugh. But he always talked about how he had like a ton of guns or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That was his thing. And one day he mentioned that he had a bunch of his guns in his truck.
Oh my god.
And this was when we were at an office that didn't have a parking lot. So our office used the parking lot for the metro station, which is down the block. So we all parked there. And that metro station was right across the street from a police station.
So he had just all these AKs in the back of his car across the street from a police station?
Well, yes.
Awesome.
He mentioned that. And then later on during that day, I was taking a walk around the block on my break, and I see him and a handful of our other coworkers gathered around his truck in the parking lot of this metro station across from the police station. And they're like holding these giant guns, like, hey, isn't that cool? They're not shooting them, of course, but they're just like,
waving them around. Yeah, that's dumb.
And I'm just like, I don't know you. I'm walking away like, I don't know you. I don't know. They didn't call out to me or anything. That's when it's like, I don't want to be seen with you. Fuck.
Yeah. Great.
Oh my god. And I don't know what they were, but they were giant, like long, like crazy looking automatic weapons, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh my god. I don't know how they didn't get arrested. Like, how the cops didn't, like, come spilling out of that station and, like, get down on your knees now or whatever, you know?
Seriously. No, I started bringing pepper spray with me to the office because downtown LA right now, like, I always felt really super safe by work. I work down the street from the Staples Center, so it's not, like, it's...
No, it's Crypto.com now.
Oh, yeah, it is Crypto.com Arena. I should know that.
That's the stupidest name of all time. Why wouldn't it be Crypto Arena? That just sounds better.
Because the name of the company is Crypto.com.
Who the fuck cares? It just sounds dumb.
I can't comment on that.
Okay, whatever.
So, I don't know, and if I did know, I probably couldn't comment on it. So, anyway, it's a fairly safe part of downtown LA, but it's been fairly apocalyptic since the pandemic. Like, a lot of the businesses around, like the little strip mall businesses around that area where my office is, are not open, and there haven't been as many people. Like, stuff was starting to open up before Omicron, but, like, there haven't been as many people wandering around. Mm-hmm. Like, that weird restaurant that's kitty corner in my office, like, still hasn't reopened. Like, stuff like that. So I started...
Sushi place?
No, the sushi place is open. The place next to that, where it's been like 3 different things.
Oh, I don't know.
It was like that bar that we hung out with a few times, and then it was like a crab restaurant, and now it's going to be something else.
I don't remember.
Yeah, it's been like 3 or 4 different things. But it hasn't reopened yet. And anyway, I started carrying pepper spray and like on my keys just as a precaution. Never felt the need to do that downtown before this year. And my friends and I, like I said, like they were, like they had said, like, oh, we're leaving. Do you need us to walk you out? And I'm like, oh no, I have pepper spray. I'm fine. And then like the next day, we were all kind of debating, are we allowed to have pepper spray in our office?
Why aren't you?
It's again like it's a weapon. It's like a non-lethal weapon, but it's a weapon.
But you can have it, right? Like,
yeah, like no one said I can't.
Yeah, exactly.
So
it's not a weapon. It's a defense.
Yeah, it's a non-lethal option. So, yeah.
Homer, stop eating my pepper spray. But Marge, one spin, you're south of the border. Incapacitating.
Oh my god.
Spitting out his eggs in the morning.
Jesus. That's so funny. Alright, what do you want to play?
I want to play Daddy Goes to the Bathroom real quick.
Oh god, okay.
And then I want to play something else.
Alright.
So, what do you want to play?
Either Mario Kart or Smash.
Well, which one do you want to lose at first?
Oh, for fuck's sakes. I'm not going to answer now.
You probably have a better chance of winning a Smash. I'm just going to say that, and that's objectively true. Do you want to play Mario Kart or what?
I kind of do, but if you're going to be a jerk.
I am awesome at Mario Kart, I'm just saying.
I'm not bad at Mario Kart either.
I'm pretty good at Smash. I am really good at Mario Kart. Do I play Mario Kart? Mm-hmm. Okay. Where's the controller at?
I don't know.
Where'd you put it?
I didn't put it anywhere.
What did you do?
He's being mean to me.
Huh?
Nothing.
Wait, talk to the stream. I'm good pee.
Stream, he's being mean to me.
I'm not being mean to you.
Beer tastes really weird after eating chocolate. I am drinking, stream, Samuel Smith's Winter Welcome Ale from Trader Joe's. Pretty decent. 6% alcohol, which is okay. I've been drinking it most of the night because it's big. It's a big bottle. They were apparently, it's making me burp a lot, excuse me. There was apparently like a box with like 3 other ones of this Samuel Smith beer in a cup at Trader Joe's, and I never saw it at my local Trader Joe's, but I saw the ale and I wanted to try the ale. So pretty good. I'm almost done with it, so I need to switch to a different beer. So it makes a nice sound. My kids always find that really funny when la la la. I'm gonna check Facebook really quick. Oh my goodness. Screw New Year's, we drinking for Betty tonight. Look at that meme. That's hilarious. That's funny. I love that.
At the end from here.
Yeah, can you get me an Aurora Hoppy Alice, please? Are they cold yet? Yeah. Okay, I'd like one, please.
Yeah, like 9 hours.
Yeah, that's true. This is one of Trevor's, if not Trevor's favorite beer.
It's probably my favorite.
Yeah, we've talked about our favorite beers before.
We dump this out once in a while. Holy crap.
We have this really neat bottle opener, and I never empty it. I always forget. It basically saves all the bottle caps, but then you're supposed to throw all the bottle caps away. So, like, I don't know why it saves bottle caps.
You know why you have to do it? What?
No, like, I don't know the point of saving the bottle caps if we just have to throw them away anyway.
This is like for like if you have like a party. Passing it around to everybody. That makes sense.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
That was good.
I just had a cool thought.
Oh, goodness.
What?
I showed the stream this meme because I liked it.
It's funny.
It is.
Here.
Thank you.
Your trade spots.
Gosh, he was too tired to sit in the main spot, and now he wants a spot back.
That's my spot on the couch. Typically. So Stu, this is not a spoiler for Spider-Man, No Way Home, but throughout the Tom Holland Spider-Man movies,
Yeah.
from the first one, and they mention it in this new one as well, but again, not a spoiler. They keep alluding to
Yummy.
Miles Morales. So most likely they're gonna eventually do.
Miles.
They keep mentioning a Black Spider-Man, which will be Miles. So So they're probably gonna do Miles in future movies. Who should play Miles? I have no idea who. I just thought it'd be cool.
The kid who plays Lucas in Stranger Things. He'd be great. I mean, I don't know a ton about the character of Miles, but he's a good actor, and
they have to cast someone super young too, probably.
And he's super young.
Is he though?
I mean, he's younger.
He might be Tom Holland's age.
Oh, really?
He might be.
Hold on, let's look him up. Do you know? I'm just gonna look up Stranger Things and find him that way.
Off the top of my head, no. That kid did an awesome episode of Lip Sync Battle.
Oh yeah, they were all on Lip Sync Battle.
Because
they were really good.
The song he did was an old LL Cool J song.
Caleb McLaughlin.
Is that him?
2001, so he's
19. 20. And Tom Holland's like 25, so
yeah, he's a little younger.
Okay. Good work.
Yeah. I don't know who else there is that age that could do that.
What do we do? Mario Kart. Right?
Mario Kart. Are we gonna play Mario Kart 8? Are we gonna play Mario in 64? Are we gonna play Super Mario Kart? I don't know.
Which one did you want to do?
8.
All right, let's do 8.
Okay.
They have to cast someone super young, like no one like super well known probably now, and like so. And Donald Glover's his uncle, I think.
Yeah, in
the first one.
In Homecoming, he mentions his age in Homecoming.
Wait,
why'd you do single player?
No, I didn't know how to change it.
You scroll, don't you? Yeah.
I see. Okay, that was weird.
Okay, 2-player. Let's do Grand Prix. 100. Okay. Okay.
No.
Is that like a new car option?
Yes.
Okay. It's a bear.
What?
It was a bear. See? Bear. That's cute. Ooh, the bug's cute too. I don't do as well on the bikes. I do better on the cars. That's cute. Oh, yeah.
Okay. Been on the time. Only half an hour left. Holy crap.
Holy crap. I played Dr. Mario for a while. Let's see.
We started a little late too.
We did. Oh,
Pardon me?
Purple tires. And I like that. Okay. Let's do... No. I haven't played this in forever.
This is my favorite.
Let's do this one then.
Well, this one has my favorite course.
You like the plane course, right?
Falling out of the plane, snowy ski lift one.
I haven't played this in forever, so I might be terrible, but we'll see. I just enjoy Mario Kart a lot. I don't forget to play.
I never get to play.
I never get to play games except for Super Metroid on Tuesdays.
Do I want to play more stuff? Then play more stuff.
I mean, I'm just always busy. I'm starting a new book and book club this weekend, too.
Is it about games?
No.
What's the point?
Bettering myself for society.
I'm kidding.
It's for that book club. It's actually kind of an intense book. It's basically like
Sounds like it.
It's basically like looking at a new history thing.
I'm out of practice here.
I'm so out of practice. I'm like losing it. There we go.
There we go. That's how you do it. Got it.
Ooh, missed it. How do I... There we go. Get him. Get him, Piranha Plant. Woo!
little not used to this
Woo!
this split screen situation.
Yeah, I have to play with my wife.
No, that's not the problem. It's just I'm off center now, and it throws me a little bit.
There you go.
The only multiplayer I play on this ever is with people online.
Yeah.
And
God, we need to start playing with Drew and Steve again.
Yeah, my number one New Year's resolution is to just get the whole vlog Kaboom / gaming Kaboom thing really going.
That'd be cool.
Did pretty well all year long for the most part. It was a good start, but get the logo redesigned.
I need to talk to my friend about that.
If she can, maybe you can.
I'll talk to her like after the New Year.
Right.
I need to ask my other friend if she wants me to throw her a baby shower.
Oh, okay.
Because she threw mine when I had Jack, so I want to ask her if she wants me to return that favor. And then, yeah.
It's gonna sound really like high and mighty and all this, but like part of this is really gonna be helped by the new drone, because I can go shoot like cool footage for future vlogs and stuff. Easier now. I might go do that while
I'm really sucking with that.
On Tuesdays after I drop him off at floor time. I might go just go drone fly.
That's fine.
If that's cool.
Yeah, did I tell you that my work is taking a step back on the going back in person thing because of Omicron? Yeah, so I'm just going to be home until they tell me I have to come back again.
Sweet.
But that means I'd also like to eventually like run errands and get out of the house and like have that,
That's the main thing I want to do this year. Just, boost all of this, what we're doing right now, basically.
Yeah, I want to do that too. And I want to get back into working out and
that.
Which will be easier because I'll be working from home for a bit. And then,
so yeah, we're very lucky.
Yeah, we are.
Oh! Guess I won.
That's a little better. Okay. Fourth isn't terrible considering how bad I was at that point doing.
I'm real excited for Strategicon.
That's going to be so fun.
February. I'm hosting the... Oh, if all goes according to plan stream, I will be at Strategicon in person hosting the Scott Pilgrim miniatures tabletop game.
That would be so cool.
So...
You have to put all your cards
if y'all want to come, it's super fun. I really... Strategicon is super cool for this reason mainly, I think. If you've ever wanted to learn any tabletop game, any board game, any card game, like Dungeons and Dragons or Pokemon or Magic, anything, you can go there for like $30 a day, and they have it set up where they demo it for you, and then they host games that are designed to meet you at any level. So they will help you along if you're a newcomer, and they're super cool about it, which for me was cool because as a kid I wanted to learn D&D and all that, but A, no one in Lakeside, California wanted to do any of that, and B, like it was hard to learn, if you were a newcomer. So
I suck at this one. I just remembered.
That's why Strategicon is awesome, I think. So if you're in LA in February, you want to learn tabletop games and stuff, come to Strategicon.
Ugh.
Not a sponsor. Although,
if they are offering.
Miss me, Donkey Kong. I got you. Oh boy. I also want to bring. I had the Mario Kart Live thing too. I want to bring that to the hotel there.
That would be fun.
I'm not sure if you mentioned this stream, but so the Strategicon gaming convention happens in February. At the exact same time, across the street is the Doctor Who convention, Gallifrey 1.
Which I go to.
That she goes to. And that whole street of hotels does like conventions at the same time, I think. Like, there's isn't that right? Like, there's also other stuff going on too.
I think so. I mean, I really only know about Galley and Strategicon.
But yeah, basically it's the strip. It's like this street of hotels down by LAX, the airport here in Los Angeles, and they just do all the cons at once, basically, which is kind of crazy and weird. But Which hotel has Gallifrey?
Marriott.
Marriott. You're a decent enough hotel. I don't know if it's possible or if it's or what. But please fix your ventilation system, dear
Yeah,
God.
I know. It gets so hot in that hotel.
It's stuffy and you can't breathe.
And they recently did updates to that hotel, and it's still stuffy and you can't breathe. They did not fix shit.
I mean, not to speak ill of that convention any more than I have in the past.
I know, right?
But I literally can't breathe. I've seen people pass out there.
This was before they redid stuff, but yeah.
But still not good. It's still
no, it's
horrible.
not. It's still pretty bad.
Ooh boy. Yeah, ink blot my screen. I don't care.
Yeah.
You know why I don't care? That's why.
Oh shit.
We need to figure out where we can put the Mario Kart Live up at that hotel.
Oh, you bitch! Okay. Ugh.
If you guys haven't played the Mario Kart Live, it's that thing you've probably seen the commercial for, where it's the actual RC Mario Kart cars, and you still play the game on the Switch, but they have little cameras on the cars, and they drive around in real life. It's awesome. It's real fun. I wonder if there's a place we can do it there at the hotel. Probably somewhere. But the bigger question is, will the Wi-Fi work? Which it depends on Wi-Fi. So see if that's even possible. One of our friends, sadly, years ago, got banned from not Gallifrey for a stupid fucking reason.
It was a really stupid reason.
You don't have to go into why. But
I don't want to go into why.
But now he has a strategic car across the street with me, and we hang out.
It was just kind of a really weird situation, and
basically they were being dickheads. They were legitimately this is not just defending a friend. They were legitimately being assholes about the situation.
Basically.
Bye, Donkey Kong.
He did everything that they asked him to do
to fix the situation.
That he didn't know was a problem.
Basically, what happened was he used to help some friends out in a very certain way, a harmless way.
Yeah.
To get into the cons and all that, and then it turned, unbeknownst to him, it was in violation of some agreement the hotel had with the con that he didn't know about.
That he didn't know about because he's not involved with the con.
Right. So he immediately was like, "Oh, I'm very sorry. Here's everything back. Like no harm, no foul."
And he did everything that was asked.
And then they banned him for life from it. And it's
and then
why?
the people at the convention tried to tell him he wasn't allowed to go to the hotel anymore either, and he was banned from the hotel, which he called the hotel, and they're like, "No, you're not banned from the hotel." It was untrue. It was completely untrue. And yeah, it's just, the whole situation is just really awkward and weird.
It was dumb.
It was
really
dumb.
Stupid. This game is awesome. I'm not sure if I ever mentioned this on the stream, but one of the greatest music concerts I ever went to was the nerdcore rapper Megaran. If you guys know Megaran, did a show with a bunch of his nerdcore rapper friends right during E3. And is E3 2018 maybe?
Yeah.
Something like that. And 8-Bit LA helped put it on, and they did a great job. And it was a super cool show because as we were all waiting for the show to start. It was in this little tiny bar club type place in Echo Park. And a bunch of us had our Switches, and a few people had other consoles and PCs and all that. So we got a whole corner of the bar dedicated to multiplayer gaming and such. And they put my Switch up on the big screen behind the stage. They had a dock and they put it up there that way. And I was smoking everybody at Mario Kart. It was awesome.
I was doing really well. I don't know how I got into 7th.
The stage is hard. I am second. No,
I've been doing really well at it.
Oh,
I just don't
fuck
know.
you, Donkey Kong. Wait. That's the end, right?
Yeah, that was it.
Fucking god damn it. How'd I get second place? Fuck. Talking about Mega Man. Yeah, that show was awesome. And like Mega Man himself, before his set started, came over and saw that we were playing Street Fighter. He's like, hey, can I play around there too? And they're like, yeah, man. So he played Street Fighter with us for a bit. And he was like, okay, I have to get ready for my show now. It's a good time. Oh yeah, it was right down the street from Garage Pizza in Silver Lake. And this is my favorite stage in the whole game. By Donkey Kong. But yeah, after the show went until like 2 in the morning. There was like 5 other performers and all that. It was an awesome night. And Garage Pizza, at least at the time, I think they still do this. They're open till 4 a.m. So I was like, I'm gonna go get pizza, guys. And they're like, we're gonna get pizza like down the street, and like they're open. And I said, yeah, they're open. And a bunch of us went over to Garage Pizza.
And they're like, we had no idea this was here.
Yep. Because where Garage Pizza is in Silver Lake, and by the way, Garage Pizza is the best pizza in LA. At least one of the best pizzas in LA.
Yeah, for sure.
And
Whoa.
yeah, so they're right in Silver Lake, right around where all those bars let out at 2 a.m. So they're open till 4, which is genius because everyone wants food.
Right when they get out of the bar, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys, fuck you.
Ah, damn it.
Oh, fuck. Ah. I was like second, and then I got like hit by like a bunch of shit.
Yoshi's my boy. Whee! Whee! Shit. Damn it.
Like, I was again about to take an item, and they like stole it from me.
Those boomerangs.
Do not even think it, you fucker! Motherfuckers!
Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, yes! Ah! You beat Isabel.
I don't want to be Isabel.
No, you beat Isabel.
Oh, good.
And Wario, and Larry, and Shy Guy, and Toadette.
Stop being patronizing.
No, you beat all of them.
You're being patronizing. Stop it.
That's another thing I want to do for this, moving forward. Get a Patreon and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. What time is it? Oh, we should jump into Animal Crossing.
Okay.
Yeah, 20 minutes or so. Okay. hey, 20 minutes and it's going to be 2022.
Yay.
What new variants will there be this year?
Oh, for fuck's sake, don't even joke. We're only halfway through the Greek alphabet. There's so many more letters.
Can't get the vaccinations. I don't want Bill Gates to know where I live. What?
Don't joke.
Well, fuckers are.
I know, but like, I don't even want to think about it. Hopefully they'll be able to vaccinate the littles soon. Or Kirby will turn 5 in June.
Ooh, everyone's here. Look at that.
Yeah, or Kirby will turn 5 in June and then he can have his vaccination.
Everyone's gathered, man.
Alright, invite me to the island.
How to do that again?
I don't remember. We just did it on Halloween.
That was like 20 years ago. It feels like 20 years ago. Kaboom.
My neighbors with the fireworks want to wish everyone a happy 7:05 p.m. Seriously.
What happened?
They're saying, can you hear?
Hello, everyone. Please come celebrate the countdown with us during the new year. Yeah, we're gonna get my nice outfit on. You can't tell with my hat, but I usually have pigtails because that's how I roll. Hold on.
Don't you call me or something? Like phone a friend or whatever it is. Call resident, that's what it is. Phone a friend. Yeah, that's me.
Communicate with your spouse. Okay. But it's hard. Ah, fuck. Remember being like 19, like going to like clubs and crap for.
No, that was never my jam. We have the same hat.
I got a pink one.
Mine's pink too.
Why'd you get a pink one? Who do your
I-
controllers?
Because I wanted a pink one. I didn't know you got a pink
I
one.
thought you would get a purple one.
They didn't have purple. They had pink and yellow and blue.
Should we do a? We should probably wait until it's time.
I can't get my.
Okay, what?
Trying to get to my.
You get your screen up?
No, it doesn't let me. There we go. I got my drink. Yay.
There it is. Oh, you hold it. Got it.
I'm toasting because I can't get my other stuff. Oh, there it goes. Yay!
Day!
Whee!
You ready?
Yeah.
Do it.
It's gonna be 20 minutes of this, guys. Or 15 minutes of this. You're so dumb.
If only they had like a restaurant we can go into, like, oh my god, where'd you get your dress? Oh my god. Oh my god.
Alright, jeez.
What?
You.
No, there was one time where I got pulled into a women's restroom during a club party type thing at school.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, I probably should. I was in drag, just so that's clear. And as I often was at parties in college. And some friend who knew me, who knew the situation, she was very drunk. She was just like, come to the bathroom with me. And I was like, I probably shouldn't do that. And she was like, shut up.
And she grabbed.
And she like made me come in. I was like, all right, here we go. And it was full of women I knew. None of them cared.
Yeah.
But they were just like drunkenly going like, oh my god, where did you get your dress? Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
The most stereotypical.
Hold my hair.
Gross.
That happened a lot. Not to me. I was holding people's hair for them.
Mm-hmm.
I think they do the whole thing where we're all standing together and then we do like the celebration right then, right? When it gets to 0.
Yeah.
And we can do a photo then, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
My neighbors with the fireworks like to wish everyone a happy 8:42 p.m.
You can't do it. Okay, good. So I know what I'm doing.
Okay. When do you ever know what you're doing?
When I conceived my child. No, I didn't even know then.
With the ripples, you knew what you were doing.
I did not actually.
You totally did.
Nope.
Yep.
They were both here doing.
Nope. Nice. Nice. Kirby, I will take responsibility for.
Mm-hmm.
But Jack was all you. Nope. It was totally all you.
Nope.
Yep.
I wish I'd been able to enjoy that news more than I was.
The fact that I was pregnant again?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was funny.
No, because like it was like one of the worst times just is emotionally, just because
Well, it was not planned.
not planned, and like I'd been through like when our second child was when we found out she was pregnant again with our daughter. It was a fucking rough time.
It was kind of like a shit show. He was not.
I'd been laid off, and I had a shit job after that like was legitimately fucked me bad financially. It was real bad for a number of reasons, and then like we finally we're having to borrow money to move and shit like that. It was bad. It was a rough time.
Yeah, and he had just, and I knew I was pregnant too.
And like so
because you could set, like, before I had kids, you could set a watch by.
Yeah.
And I knew, and I wasn't taking a test because if I took a test and it was positive, I'd have to tell him, and I knew it was, and he had like a job interview at the end of the week for the place he's at now, so like obviously it all worked out,
right?
But like I was like,
it was a rough time, and
like finally like my boss Christy is like, what's going on with you? And I'm like, I think I'm pregnant. And she's like, well, have you tested? And I'm like, no. And she's like, how many days late are you? And I'm like, 5. And she's like, you need to take a test. And she's like, and I told her, my friend Danny, the same day, like, so I think that this is what's happening. And they're like, Ashley, you need to test.
Yeah.
And so I went to Target and I bought a test and I took it at the Target.
Did you really?
Yeah, in the bathroom. And I was positive, of course, because obviously. And I told my friend, I told my boss, and I was like, okay, so I have to tell Trevor now, I guess. And we were going to go out to dinner to celebrate you getting this job.
Right.
And Kirby and I got there early, and I bought him a little Big Brother t-shirt.
Yeah.
And I decided to film you, and I give you the test as a present.
And I'm just like,
and it took you a second to figure it out. And I thought that'd be really funny. And granted, I had the whole day to get on board with this news. So at this point, I was really excited. And you, the look on your face, you went white. I still have the video on my phone, I bet.
Oh, Christ.
And or maybe it was 2 phones ago, so I might not. I don't know. But, you went white, and we're just okay, and I was just okay, wow, you're not happy about this.
No, it was just at the end of
look at his t-shirt, and you're like,
It was at the end of this fucking rough time in life, and it was just
oh, so funny. Ripples, if you're watching this 18 years from now, your daddy loves you very much.
I spent the whole afternoon with her today. I did.
Yeah.
So, no, I love her to death. I do.
Yeah, no, we can't imagine it without Ripples. But basically,
it was at the end of bludgeoning,
Yeah.
and it's just like one more giant
One more
thing.
little giant thing on top.
Oh, fuck. Like, seriously? So...
Yeah.
I'm at a really good job now, and I don't think I'm going to lose the job.
Thankfully.
I mean, I won't get fired.
I mean, I think there are people there who are on the chopping block, like, way before you.
Right. But anyhow, yeah. I'm very lucky, honestly.
Yeah.
So at the time, it was just like, oh my god, are you fucking kidding me? Because it happened in party.
PSA, there will be a DUI checkpoint at the intersection of don't fucking drink and drive.
Yeah, no shit. Okay, I thought about this recently.
Yeah.
We live in an age, okay, and this did not exist when we were like college kids getting drunk, right? We live in an age of Uber and Lyft and things like that, right? There's no excuse anymore.
I know.
There really isn't.
I know.
Because here's the thing. Not only will Uber and Lyft people take you home, they will graciously take you through the drive-thru. This happened to us once.
Oh, yeah, that did happen, didn't it?
Before we had kids, we were drinking somewhere.
Yeah.
And we took
go to, like, Taco Bell or somewhere gross.
It was
like
like
that?
it was Jack in the Box.
Oh, it was Jack in the Box.
We took a Lyft home, and we just asked the dude, like, dude, we were super drunk, like, dude, hey, would it be cool if we just went through, like, the Jack in the Box drive-thru? Would that be all right? And he was like, yeah, no problem. It was no big deal. And I was just like, we kept offering to buy him something. He was like, no, that's all right. I was like, dude, I'll get you a sandwich if you want something. I'm like, no, it's fine.
I'm sure, like, as long as we weren't puking in his car, he was very happy.
I felt it was a good tip to, like, buy him, like, a late night meal.
I'm sure he also wanted a tip.
Well, yeah, I did that too. But
I know. Yeah, not the first time that... I mean, it's not the only time that I've done that. I think Veronica and I did that too. We went through a drive-thru and got, like, burgers when we were super drunk.
This is a tough year. As we did 6 minutes here. This is a tough year for a lot of people. We, the two of us, have been exceptionally lucky in that regard to keep our jobs and to have avoided getting sick. Holy shit.
Yeah.
See, when you don't go anywhere and don't do anything, has its advantages.
Yeah.
No, like we just, like, we've been to concerts and stuff recently and, like, restaurants and things. Wear your goddamn mask, get your goddamn vaccinations, and just be responsible.
We went to a wedding 2 weeks ago, and you hear about weddings being all the time, almost 2 weeks ago now. Congratulations, Danny and Jeff. But we went to a wedding almost 2 weeks ago, and you hear all the time about how weddings are super spreader events. Everyone at this wedding was vaccinated, at least 2 shots. A lot of us were boosted.
They stipulated that we show our card and all that.
Yeah, our friend requested that everybody get an at-home test prior to showing up.
Yeah.
And we did that.
Everyone did that.
And guess what? There were 100 people at this wedding. Probably 100-ish, maybe a little less. We all wore masks, like, during the ceremony, and then after, kind of masks kind of went by the wayside, like, as people were eating and drinking and dancing and stuff.
Yeah.
But despite that, no COVID cases.
That we know of.
That we know of. As a result of this wedding, we don't have it. None of my friends have it, because they would have told me.
That was crazy.
What?
They all got the glow sticks at the same time.
Oh, yeah, because we're all supposed to wear them around when it counts down.
The glow sticks?
Yes, we're all supposed to wave them around when it starts the countdown.
Right.
But, yeah, no. Nobody that we know of, and my friends would have told me, none of us have COVID.
Yeah.
And, like, because we did the wedding responsibly.
Don't be a dumb fuck, is what it comes down to.
Basically.
Game of the Year.
Again.
What?
Did this get Game of the Year in 2020?
It got nominated, did not win.
Yeah. I think it's just because it was like pandemic year and everyone was like, oh my god, Animal Crossing.
Well,
yay!
what was funny was, I remember that Game Awards.
Mm-hmm.
So they do this every year where...
It won for children's game, right? Or family game?
Family
or
game, yeah.
Yeah.
So when they announce the nominees for Game of the Year at the Game Awards, they have the orchestra do a medley of all the music from each game, like all together. And what was funny about that year was it was a bunch of really dark, gritty games like Last of Us Part 2 and God of War, stuff like that, and Animal Crossing. So it was like this medley of like really dark themes, like dun 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 dun. Then it got to, they did it really well. It got to Animal Crossing and it led into like dun 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 dun. It was hilarious. Sweet.
Oh, Jesus. Anyway, welcome back. I'm a masochist.
I have so many rocking horses. Just fucking Ed Gein.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ed Gein of Animal Crossing.
Right.
You walk into his house and it's all just like the animal skulls.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Jesus. I guess if anybody in this game is a serial killer, it's Hippo. Maybe Naomi.
Jesus.
I don't know.
It's Isabel. She's the Dexter of this universe.
Bettina is always a quiet one.
Now I need an SNL sketch where Michael C. Hall plays Isabel in Animal Crossing. Coco Salinas like, you dumbasses. So Tom Nook has a tuxedo.
Yes.
Isabel has like a tuxedo dress
dress
kind of thing.
Yeah.
But she's like one of those like weird like waitresses at like a high-end restaurant.
Jeez.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
There's a balloon somewhere.
What?
There's a balloon somewhere. Can you hear it?
There's a minute left. Oh my god, it's not time yet.
Kaboom.
Stop with the fireworks.
I like fireworks.
I like them too, but not when like our children are sleeping.
They don't care.
I know they're still sleeping.
Oh, now it's the last minute. Here we go. Here we go, kids.
Yay.
For the new year, for Betty White.
Oh, there's the balloon.
Where?
Right there.
Oh shit, I can't get to it. I don't think I can get to it.
Well, you're gonna miss it.
I won't.
30 seconds. Okay, get it really
Oh,
quick.
bomb.
Alright, get your glow stick. Okay. Nice.
We're good.
Good work.
The camera ready?
I don't know, do you?
I can just do the screenshot too.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yay!
Yay!
2022! Did my watch go off? Monthly challenge. I love that as soon as it hits the new year, my January monthly challenge shows up on my Apple Watch. Like, here, exercise, you lazy slut. I don't know. Yay!
Well, let's do a picture.
Okay.
You stand right here. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
You wave your things. Wait, how do I take photo again? There you go. Oh, yeah, I can do it like this. Oh, yeah, I can hold it. There you go, ready?
Yeah, I'm doing it. Oh, cute.
Hold on, get the new year in there. There you go.
New Year.
Cool. Enough.
Woohoo. Okay.
Yay. Aww.
Aw.
Oh yeah, huh? Take this as a bell. Did I just use them all? Oh shit.
Yeah, you did. I had a bunch of my stories.
What's my New Year's present? A
formal
formal paper!
paper!
Yay! Yay!
Yay!
Can you get trashed off your champagne there?
I'm playing poppers.
That'd be funny if you drink the champagne too many times, like, and then it like faded out, then you're like on your doorstep passed out.
That'd be funny.
Like, you know how a tarantula bites you and you end up back at your house?
Yeah.
Like that. That'd be funny as shit. Why do you have your axe?
Because it doesn't let me get into my pockets because I'm the second player, so I have to go cycle through like all my shit to get my champagne. There we go. Cheers.
Well, it's a new year.
Yep.
Hopefully better than this year. This past year.
Don't say that. We're all gonna like go in nice and slow and not say it's our year and just kind of quietly.
I mean, but positivity though.
Don't make any sudden movements.
What do you mean?
Like, just everyone's like, oh, it's 2021. Thank God it's over. It's not over.
You mean the pandemic?
Yeah.
No, that's not over. There's some good news from experts I heard today, but
Yeah.
you know, some potential good news it is.
Yeah.
So
Woohoo.
that was fun.
That was fun.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year. Oh, gross. That was disgusting.
I hope you drink beer so good that it makes you belch like that.
Jesus.
Carl Strauss's Aurora Hoppy Alice. Not a sponsor. But Carl Strauss, if you want to sponsor
if you want to
us.
sponsor
Oh,
us,
goodness.
we will accept.
Whose dick do I have to suck to make that happen? You think I'm kidding?
He's not kidding.
I'm ready. You know, it'd be super fun. I'm not even sure they do it, but Disneyland for New Year's Eve, that'd be fun.
That would be fun.
Have we even opened that late New Year's Eve? I have no idea.
I don't know.
It doesn't matter. Like, man. Can you hear the fireworks in our neighborhood?
One of my friends posted as their status, oh my God, I haven't taken a bath since last year.
Betty White, we miss you. Here's some light stick waving from me for Betty White.
Yeah.
Thank you for being a friend.
Yeah. Oh.
Travel down the road and back again.
Oh God.
Your heart is true.
Don't demonetize the video.
You're a pal and a confidant.
One thing I will say that if she had died, like in 2022, everyone would have been like, "Oh, what a way to start the year," you know. So.
Man, 3 more weeks.
I know she would have been 100. I guess
So I mentioned this.
Okay.
Let's not be negative about this.
Okay.
What are your hopes for this year? For you? What are your?
I want to pay off my credit cards.
Okay.
Hopefully.
Is there anything like more personal that you want to like achieve? That's well, I think that's a big one. So
yeah, or at least like make better progress at it. Yeah.
okay, well that's gonna happen.
I hope so.
I'm gonna move out of this dump
Yeah.
and stuff. Here's my thing, and I mean this sincerely.
Okay.
That's sincere. God, that IPA, holy shit.
Yeah.
That's no, really like continuing to work on the game streaming and the vlog. That's a big thing, and getting out of this house. Yeah. Honestly.
Yeah.
Those there's not much else I want to There's not much else I want to like really achieve in like years to come than those two things. Like if I get those two things done, I am personally.
Yeah.
I'd be very content with that. So, there's honestly like one or two other things I'd like to really achieve as big goals in life after that.
Yeah.
But that's about it, So I mean if I only have a few things that I want to work on and would feel content with life in general if those things happen, which they will. That's a lot. I'm in a very lucky place in life.
Yeah, that's
true.
Alright.
I mean, I can afford to feed my family. I can afford to keep a roof, not a great roof, but a roof. We're safe, right?
Yeah.
Like we're okay. So.
Sleepy baby, sleeping.
We're very lucky. I spent the whole afternoon with my daughter today, and that was a blast.
Yeah.
And my son too.
Yeah.
I took him for a walk today.
Yeah. He wanted to go to the park. It was really cute. It's been raining for like the last week in LA, and so we've just been cooped up in the house. And I was sitting at the kitchen table working, and he comes up to me, and Trevor had just gotten home, and he goes, "Go outside today?" And I was like, "Oh, you gotta talk to Daddy about that, bud."
Well, we were going to go to the awesome park that we like to go to, but the thing is, like, right after it rains, it's still really soggy and gross.
Yeah.
So you don't really want to go to the park while it's still soggy and gross.
Yeah.
So we have to go for a walk instead. And he was fine with that. So.
Yeah. He went to the little there's a little park near us that doesn't have any like playground equipment. It's just like walking for like people, like little trails and things, like a little dog walking area and a little people walking area. And they went over there and he let them run around.
I have an idea for a vlog.
And then he came home and was like, play Nintendo Switch.
And we did.
Yeah.
I have an idea for a video about that park, actually.
Yeah.
I'm going to do it this year.
Okay.
There's another balloon.
Oh, really?
Hold on, folks. What I get?
Yep, saplings. Illuminated tree.
Ooh. I don't know this one yet. Hey, all right. Cool. I had to do this I had to do this real quick for the stream.
Okay.
This is gonna be kind of sad, stream. I'm sorry. But for this past year, Nick, here you go. Oh shit. No. God.
Paula.
Okay, Paula. No, hold on. So Nick, here you go. Eleanor. God damn it. Then we go away.
As soon as you want to do something serious, all the characters.
Hey, Nick. Yeah. Eleanor. Yeah. Richard Donner. Yeah. And your grandma.
Mary Jane.
Mary Jane. Yay. Yeah. Miss you guys.
Yeah.
For the record, Richard Donner, we did not know him personally, but he was a major part of our film school experience.
Yeah, he was friends with one of our professors that we were close to. So.
Well, but he came and taught our class one day.
He did.
It was one of the best days in film school.
That was really awesome.
He did the Goonies with you guys, right?
He did the Goonies with us, yeah. He was sick of doing Superman, so he did the Goonies with our year, and we're like, and my year was like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, Richard Donner, who directed the first two Christopher Reeve Superman movies.
Yeah.
He was so at our film school at Chapman. I don't know if you mentioned this before. One of our professors was a guy named Tom Mankiewicz, who was a writer and legend in Hollywood for many years.
He's from like a big Hollywood family. Like there's still Mankiewiczes in the industry. Like people who know the industry probably recognize that name. And
right.
He was his dad. What?
What was that?
Oh, that's mine.
That's you. Okay, yeah. Sorry.
His dad directed All About Eve. His uncle wrote Citizen Kane. He was kind of the black sheep of that family because he did Bond movies and
it's still awesome.
Still awesome and TV and.
But he wrote the first two Superman movies.
He didn't get credited as a writer because there's really creepy producer people. But he was an executive consultant or something was his credit that Richard Donner insisted on.
So he was our regular teacher every Wednesday.
Yeah,
at that school.
His first job in the industry was as a assistant to John Wayne.
That's right, yeah.
And he would tell us it was basically that class was basically story time with Mank. The movie awesome. Mank was about one of his relatives.
Yeah.
And this is who this person is. And so he it was basically story time with Mank, and he would show a movie. He would talk about stuff, and then he would show a movie, and I think we had 3 assignments in that class. It was basically we were screenwriters, so we got to write little 2-3 page scripts for these assignments. And I still have mine.
No, I said the scripts that he signed for me.
Yeah, I still have mine in a box somewhere, probably either here or my parents. And it's
I did a writing assignment for his class, and he wrote in my script. He said, "Great job, Trevor. You are a very good writer." Verbatim. Aww. He said that.
And then he signs it, Tom Mankiewicz.
And then this will be part of the whole vlog in the years to come. But there's a short film project that we've had in the works for years now. The puppet, you know what we're talking about.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. They know.
But Tom Mankiewicz was the first one to read the script for that, and that I wrote, and he was really excited about it, and he was he wrote me a very nice note about it. So I still have that somewhere.
My class was the last class to have him full time because he got sick after that.
Oh, right. But this is
wasn't able to teach anymore.
What we're leading to was that one day a year he had Richard Donner come talk to the class, teach the class for the day, and usually, for years, he would show the first Superman. So he'd come with his own personal 35mm print of Superman.
Yeah, he'd tell stories about that producer trying to kill those producers trying to kill him, and oh my god.
But I
still got those stories too, even though they didn't show Superman in our year, because he has a 10-minute director reel that he shows to introduce Richard Donner every year, and so he was telling that story, and then he played his reel.
Right, but what was crazy was and you only realize this as you had the experience. You were sitting in your film school class. You were sitting in the theater of our film school, which was an actual movie theater.
Yeah.
And you're watching the first Christopher Reeve Superman movie in 35mm with the writer and director. How many people had that experience?
I know. And then my year, that year, Richard Donner was. I keep wanting to call him Dick, because that's what Tom called him.
Well, because they call him Dick Donner, yeah.
So I guess Richard Donner was sick of showing Superman, because he showed it for the last 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
And he and so he wanted to show one of his other films, so he shows The Goonies, which I love. The Goonies, great movie. I wanted to see Superman. But Superman was a big part of this 10-minute reel that Tom made for Dick. So I mean, it's they still talked a ton about Superman, so I guess it was fine. But
so Richard Donner, we lost this year. He's 91.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
Did a bunch of great movies. The first 2 Supermans, Goonies, all the Lethal Weapon movies.
I love those movies.
For better or for worse.
I love stupid action movies in those movies.
He did a bunch of other stuff too. Oh, The Omen did that.
I never seen The Omen.
It's scary.
I know.
Bunch of stuff.
Did Lady Hawk, right?
I think so. Yeah.
I never saw that. Richard Donner.
Yeah. But big full life. Some great movies.
Yeah. He did this thing called 16 Blocks.
That was not good.
Okay.
So that was his last movie he ever made.
Maverick.
Oh yeah, he did do Maverick. That's right.
He did a few episodes of Tales from the Crypt, probably for Tom.
Yeah, probably.
Radio Flyer. I didn't know
that's right. Yeah.
movie. Yeah, all the Lethal Weapons. The Eric Clapton music video for one of the Lethal Weapons he directed. Wow.
Oh boy.
Oh, because it was Stain, and then he did like another couple Stain things. Okay. Scrooged. Never.
That's
saw that.
a great movie.
I never saw that.
That's a fantastic movie.
The Goonies, Lady Hawk, The Supermans, The Omen, TV movies, TV series stuff. Yeah. Bunch of TV work.
Yeah.
Like old TV.
So yeah, it was a real bummer, man. Because like in March, my best friend Nick passed away. I think I mentioned that he was 39. Like 5 days later, my grandmother passed away. It was a crazy week.
Yeah.
And then not long after that, like a month later, Richard Donner passed away. So it was like this weird.
Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
Well, my grandma, who died later in the year in November, always said that stuff like that came in threes.
Yeah.
So that was your threes. It was Nick, your grandma, and Richard Donner.
The thing about Richard Donner is that, again, we didn't know him personally, but like, it felt really good to have to know that you've had like educational mentors like that.
Yeah.
You know, some people don't. Some people just have regular school and it's fine, but it's not a profound experience in any way necessarily. You know, so.
So The Omen was his first big movie. He had like TV movies and TV work and like a couple little tiny things, but.
So the point is, we're very lucky.
Yeah.
Life's rough sometimes, but you know what? It's what it is. Thank you, Coco. What do I do now? Do I keep playing stuff or you want to end the stream?
It's up to you. Do you want to keep playing stuff?
Do you have anything else to say about this year at all?
No,
anything else you want to like
really.
just proclaim to the universe?
No. I don't want to do proclamations.
What do you mean?
Like, I feel like it's best, like I said, to quietly go into 2022 and, you know, just be like...
Well, sure, but like anything just like... I don't know, like, not even proclamations, just like anything you would like to just say for yourself.
No.
As we move into this year. No? Okay. All right.
No, sorry, no.
No, it's fine. Whatever.
I really don't want to.
Okay. Stream, I hope you guys are well, how do I say this? I'm trying to be sincere here. The world's in a tough place, you know. Life has its challenges for everyone, of course.
Yeah.
But I sincerely hope you all are finding your way and you know, working towards what you hope to achieve, basically, and that you find time for yourselves too. You know, it's hard. It's not easy. It's all the stuff, isn't it?
Alright, do you want to play something, or like...
Well, maybe we should just end the stream and then play something. You want to do that?
Sure.
So yeah, Happy New Year, guys. And
Happy New Year.
That's hard to say in a lot of ways for what's going on in the world, but anyway, I hope you guys are taking care of yourselves and working towards what you hope to achieve in the short term and in the long term, you know. So I hope in relation to this channel that you guys have found some fun to have here. Mm-hmm. So to our few commenters who come we see from time to time, Happy New Year. Hope you're well. Hope you guys have I hope this has been like this stream, our Twitch stream and our YouTube channel and all that has been a source of positivity for y'all. So if it gives you a few minutes of just escape from the world, that's the best we can hope for, I guess.
Yeah.
So anyway, thank you all. So yeah. Happy New Year. We'll see you guys next stream. What goddamn day is it? Tomorrow. Today. Saturday.
Metroid Dread.
Yeah, we're doing Dread. I was gonna plan something. I hope this is okay.
Okay.
If we have time, maybe just play like a few hours of it, like more so than usual.
Okay.
Just like carve a big chunk of it out.
Okay.
See if we can get it done. Maybe even, who knows?
Okay.
Maybe like play 3 or 4 hours, maybe, if we can.
Yeah, sure.
We'll see how tired we are and stuff, but
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna sleep in tomorrow a bit too. So.
Okay.
Yeah, so Metroid Dread tomorrow at 10 p.m. After I've slept and done some laundry. Both personally and literally.
Okay.
Alright, bye guys.
Bye.
Happy New Year. Love y'all.